accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. To our guest speaker, Mr. Jorge Saputalo, Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Roy Angelo E. Gazo, School Principal, Mr. Ricardo D. Apiong, GPT officers, co-faculty members, parents, guests, and candidates for completion. A pleasant morning and welcome to our 6th moving up ceremony of Iligan City National High School Palau Annex with a theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. To officially begin our program, let us have the processional.
with my soul. It is well with my soul.
Though Satan should buffet, though trial should come, let this blessed assurance control.
That Christ has regarded my helpless estate and has shed his own blood for my soul.
It is well with my soul.
With my soul. It is well with my soul.
To our honorable guest speaker, Mr. Jorge Saputalo, our dynamic school principal, Mr. Ricardo D. Apio, our vibrant assistant school principal and guidance counselor designate, Ms. Jennifer A. Magtugo. Dear teachers, loving parents, fellow completers batch 2021 viewers, good morning. I am elated that the most looked forward to event, regarded as the highlight of our junior high school journey, is happening right at this very moment. It may not have been done the traditional way, as our country is still battling against COVID-19, but we still are grateful for this wonderful achievement, which at the very outset was deemed impossible to translate into reality. Our success today is clearly proving once again that no pandemic could ever put our education to a halt. Given this rare opportunity to welcome you all in an occasion as highly remarkable as the moving act ceremony is indeed a great honor and pride. I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to my fellow completers of this year's batch. Finally, we have made it. We may have been deprived of the chance to get to know each other better due to restrictions and prohibitions brought about by the pandemic. But that doesn't matter at all in our current situation. What is important right now is that we have hurdled the hardship we encountered as we adapted the new normal in education, particularly in the delivery of instructions. The patience and determination showed amidst the difficulty in answering challenging self-learning modules for long hours without someone to provide assistance, and in the absence of internet accessibility are all worth it. On behalf of the completers batch 2021, I would like to acknowledge and recognize the people behind our success. Without them, we could not have surely made it here. My heartfelt gratitude to all the parents out there for the perseverance and diligence in supporting and motivating us in times of needs and difficulties. I know that thank you is never enough to indemnify all the sacrifices and laborious efforts that you have exerted. But rest assured, someday we will and we can. My huge salute also to all the teachers of Iligan City National High School Palao Annex who labored hard for our success, for the efforts and tenacity in preparing self-learning modules that enhance useful skills, knowledge, and good values, which we all need to embody. You always be part of our success because you shape us into the kind of learners we are today, equipped and ready to face the tougher and more complicated challenges of senior high school. As Steve Rizzo said, when the storms are pouring down on you, muster up the courage to dance and bless the things that life has given you. My dear fellow completers, I encourage you to remain strong despite the adversity we have been facing. We should not allow the pandemic to ruin our future, and instead, we should consider it as an opportune time to correct our mistakes, improve our weaknesses, do better, work on our dreams, and strengthen our relationships with our loved ones, the people around us, and most importantly, with God. So later in life, we become the best version of ourselves. As said, I welcome you all to ICNHS Palao Annex 6 Moving Up Ceremony. Thank you very much. Once again, good morning.
Here are the completers of Iligan City National High School, Palao Annex, school year 2020-2021. Grade 10, Jose Rizal. Boys. Akto Reinhardt, P. Baba Rizalde, C. Bandal Limar, P. Banwag Juris Lloyd, C. Barwado Kent, A. Baslot Tristan Vince, A. Bulabos Gian, L. Bulabos Gio, L. Kadampog Juvan, J. Cahiles Albert Jr. P. Espina Jetson A. General Frisch Joshua P. Gomez Cedric Ian P. Aviliana Gian H. Lanzam Michael D. Makabugto Nathaniel James D. Makahis John Chris E. Maureen Carlo R. Montipalcon Birch Arnel II B. Paglinawan Brent J.M. D. Pamat Vanessa Earl S. Perales Jericho C. Villanueva James Nathaniel Ray O. Girls. Abad Eliza L. Asibio Jasmine Pearl B. Adolfo Desiree B. Bacalo Kimberly B. Millones Mary Ann B. Orlane Princess Lady Jean A. Cahilis Julinisa B. Caniente Mary Ann B. Celestial Hieronica. Emila Shanice S. Lumiere Cello S. Luhailungkul Maitilin A. Rudolph Princess Fatima M. Emilia Queenie Hazel B. Lumbag Crisami G. Makaluluoy Juby C. Paglinawan Jel D. Partulan Roxanne Jean F. Italia Krisha Julianne D. Rial Shikaina L. Sabadukia Mikhaila D. Sumanoy Friendship Darlene A. Tanyan Rinalyn S. Tangyan Praxedis Jade C. Terol Rowena M. Villaver Richel C. Zulita Ria C. Congratulations!
Teachers of Grade 10, Apolinario Mabini, school year 2020-2021. Boys, Abadjano Christian Anthony B. Abasulo Andre J.
Abutanyo Charlie L.
Baha Renil M. Bardago Mark Anthony L. Bulayo Novin D. Cabusas Jofel H. Kanoy Cyril J. Kanoy John Lloyd A. Bustante Kit Giancarlo P. Daarol Dear Christian Earl. Daligdig Jimuel R. De Los Santos Just Asi Q. Dominguez Christian J. E. Chavez Justin Clark T. Villar John Brian R. Lumongo Florante Jr. C. Lucero Rolando Jr. L. Manging Kevin Clark R. Mihos Skyler Goodmar E. Mondiha AJ C. Nabaha Jmar D. Bakanon John Archibald D. Bakanon Mark Lawrence D. Sumayo Vincent D. Girls Abadjano Kizikate B. Makwaha Evangeline B. Bicada Curly Clear B. Kapuno Aldana Isabela O. Caliso Ana Marie J. Cartagena Mia L. Constante Vanes B. Dampog Nurin A. Galarpe Francine O. Haga Janeline C. Limbo Rodila Angel May E. Maghanay Susit A. Magno Jean B. Matulin Chris C. Ukal Jubilay B. Namok Sherilyn B. Pagkanon Hazel Mariel B. Pagkanon Leslie Rose B. Mirales Erika M. Ripone Micaela C. Riponte Lonjing Kim D. Salatandre Lara U. Solano Darlene Faith R. Sumio Karil Claire C. Valdimosa J. Nicole M. Congratulations!
The completers members of Grade 10 Andres Bonifacio for school year 2020-2021. Boys: Canoy John Manny A. Quarteros Walter Jr. C. Dalo Arian John B. Datuon Mark Kevin C. Indoma Christian Michael. Mejos Leonard B. Morales Jerry S. Ocalmilia Romel Jr. C. Unlayaw Renz B. Plata Renel D. Ramos John Ray C. Liza Clark B. Saa Marvin J. Sagrado Jason A. Sepwa John Richie S. Swanning John Lloyd M. Solino Michael C. And Tamala David B. Girls: Alida Charlie O. Andang Angel Yuna C. Balataria Richian S. Barbado Mercy Grace M. Bayaon Flori. Ihantes Sheila May B. Millones Jassel Jane B. Irababat Christine Mea M. Celestial Opijane E. Quarteros Micaela Angel C. Daniel Giselle B. Gracia Gina L. Del Rosario Ginaida P. De Los Santos Gwendolyn C. Mirandoy Raisa P. Iyo Karen Angel A. Haim Ashley S. Labado Heidi S. Labao Mary Jane. Pangkatan Jinaisa D. Porcelida Rodriguez A. Kenyo Mariel L. Roscael Ami T. Romeo Genevieve X. Sabaili Julico T. Sabiron Aprilin S. Sakawin Jana Amor B. Tenyo Joan G. Valencia Jerinda M. Vergara Divine E. And Villacora April R. Congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker, Mr. Jorge Saputalo, CPA.
Maayong iligan kanatong tanan. I will begin my speech by congratulating all of you, Class 2021, for completing this academic journey despite the pandemic we are still facing. I know this has been a tough school year for all of us, considering that we are not allowed to see each other face to face and seeing each other's sweet smile of success. But despite all of this, I am very proud nga makita mo nga nakalampos, bahalag na ata sa new normal phase sa atong academic year. This is just a proof that despite the hardships, we still managed to gradually materialize our dreams without letting this pandemic delay our progress. there is no elevator to success. Truly, there is no shortcut to the goal that you want in life. You have to pray hard and work harder for it. As you all know, or may not know, I am a product of Iligan City National High School Palao Annex Batch 2. And I can still remember the humble beginning of this amazing educational institution before it became to where it stands now. With the help of our talented and brilliant educators, I know that all of you will agree with me. The very people who brings out the best in us molded us to be future ready the moment we step out from the portal of our beloved alma mater. Be confident that you can be who you want yourself to become in the future. Consider me as a proud product of ICNHS Palao Annex. Before, I was just a nobody. I graduated without honors in my elementary years. But because of our teachers' dedication in bringing out each student's talents, I was able to grab my own confidence and become who I am today, having this inspirational talk. Speaking of inspirational talk, I would not want to narrate my amazing and beautiful life story because it would take forever. Abangan nyo na lang siguro sa magpakailanman o kaya sa di umano ni Jessica Soho. But please, allow me to highlight how I was able to confidently pass the CPA licensure examination. Murag gara kayo, no? Confidently, jud ba? So, when I was in high school, stepping at the hardest and steep step of the ladder of success, one of my ways to help myself bought items for my projects is that I sell papaya to Ma'am Ponsyana Linyan. Yes, magdala jud kog kapaya sa eskwelahan, maglimpyo og kanal sa 542 ug maglukdo og bangko nga kawayan suroy sa syudad. But God is truly amazing. Those times of my struggles, I remember Ma'am Eileen Villaruz, who told me that she saw me at the mall carrying heavy bamboo furniture, and because of that incident, she offered me to be one of the scholars who are going to finish high school without paying tuition fees. So that's how I graduated high school, and not just a normal graduate, but I graduated with flying colors as I was able to finish the high school race as a valedictorian of our batch. And this opportunity led me to another opportunity opened because I was able to use this privilege to pursue my college degree, to pursue my childhood dream to become an accountant. My goal was crystal clear that time. I remember my parents said that they cannot afford anymore to send me to college, but I insisted. I used my privilege to ask financial assistance from the Iligan City Mayor's office, and I became their scholar. Next, I went to different schools in Iligan City that offers accountancy program, and successfully secured a full scholarship at Masters Technological Institute of Mindanao Cooperative or MTIM, which means to say that there's no need to pay for my tuition fee at all because it is free. Maybe you would ask, why not MSU IIT? To be honest, I was not able to pass the cut-off score of SASE exam that time for the accountancy program. In short, I failed. I failed to enter MSU IIT. But that doesn't change my willingness and my faith to achieve my goal. I continued pursuing it my way, and I don't want to delay it by jumping one course to another. just like what others advised me to do. To cut the story short, I graduated BS Accountancy at MPIM as a cum laude valedictorian. Fast forward to my review journey in Manila, the reason why I said earlier that I am confident that I can pass the board exam was because I know that I am not alone in my fight of getting my CPA license, because I know that God is with me. God is so great because every time I ask for a favor, He would immediately grant it. Best experience was 2 days before my board exam. Most of my friends said that room or school assignment will be based on alphabetical order of your last name. So this scared me that I might take the board exam somewhere in Quezon City, since my last name starts with the letter S. I got so worried because I know that if it pushed through, I have to travel from Sampaloc, Manila to Quezon City, and I'm not really good at directions since it's my first time setting my foot in Manila. So I was really worried and prayed, Lord, struggle na kayo ko sa akong review unya pangitaon pa nako kung asa ko mag-take na school. Ipaduol na lang sa ako, Lord, ang room or school assignment para dili na jud ko ma-stress, Lord. So those were my exact prayers. And the next day, which was the day before the CPA licensure examination, room or school assignments were already posted at PRC building. And I was really surprised how God granted me such a favor. My school or room assignment was just 30 steps, I think, away from the dorm where I am staying. God is truly amazing. By then, I was so confident getting my license because I was certain and sure that He was and is still with me, and He never failed me. I passed the CPA licensure examination and eventually land a stable job as a US tax accountant. So you see, if you have that dream, keep on chasing and focus on that dream. Set your goal one at a time. There will be series of obstacles you will face along the way, but giving up is not part of the option. Keep your path as clear as crystals, and most of all, pray. Always remember this Bible verse from the book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 22. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask in prayer. So pray. Take one step of your ladder at a time and believe that you can be who you envision to be in the future. I'll see you guys here in the professional world. Again, congratulations, and I am so proud of you.
This morning, someone will express her gratitude for all her success. Please help me welcome Miss Erica M. Perales with high honors.
To our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. George Saputalo, to our beloved school principal, Mr. Ricardo D. Apion, to our esteemed assistant school principal and school guidance counselor, Miss Jennifer A. Magdugo, to our competent school teachers, proud parents, fellow graduates, friends, and our online viewers, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed morning to each and everyone. I stand here before you feeling exalted, honored, and proud to have this once-in-a-lifetime privilege to speak before you in this momentous event in our high school life. Looking back, the past 4 years have certainly been tough, especially this last year of our junior high school, as COVID-19 pandemic continues to threaten our lives, our future. But despite all the fears and worries, we are all here virtually to celebrate our triumphs, our achievements, the journey on which we have all embarked towards our future destinations. Most of you probably know a little about me. I was the first shift student who worked on our school project inside the school even after class.
I was that second shift student who came to school at 8 a.m. even if the class would start at 12 noon. I was that student you probably saw carrying props like bamboo, spinning wheel, plant, shields, swords, trees, carton box, illustration board, and many more. I was that student who sold candies in school. And I was that student who was never afraid and ashamed to show her true self. Many of you might have thought that I'm raised in a city, but I'm not. I'm just a poor, innocent girl, born and grew up in the hinterland, but preferred to study here in the city for a change. Honestly, that made my school life a lot more difficult. I remember my 7th and 8th grades at ICNHS Annex were full of struggles because I needed to wake up at 3 a.m. daily to prepare myself for school, then start hiking downhill alone for almost half an hour. With a loaded bag on my back until I reached Taluntunan Elementary School where my father's motorcycle was parked. It was the same scenario when returning home in the afternoon, rain or shine. That was my everyday ordeal. But I was determined, unstoppable, and willing to take risks no matter what for my future's sake. The good thing about the hardships I was exposed to was that I learned to persevere, to be patient, to appreciate small things, to value thriftiness, and to focus only on my education. You may wonder why I chose ICNHS Annex over other schools near my residence. Well, simple. I strongly believe that I could get the best trainings from this reputable educational institution which would prepare me for the next chapter of my educational journey. And I indeed say, with my head held high, that I made the right choice. Today, all the sacrifices I have gone through for 4 years are recompensed well, and I am able to prove it to myself and to all of you that there is, in fact, no elevator to success. We have to take stairs. Let us continue pursuing our dreams no matter how difficult and challenging life is and will be. If you think you have already given your all but still get nothing, it just simply suggests your all is not enough yet, and so you need to push yourself to the limit until you achieve what you desire. With the utmost academic recognition I received today, I would never ever forget the special people who have contributed too much to where I am at this very moment of my life. First, I would want to share this wonderful achievement and a huge blessing. At the same time, to my dear parents, God used as instrument for me to see the beauty of the world. Without them, my existence is completely beyond possible. Special mention to my Aunt Elvie Malanday and Uncle Edgar Pirales, who have been behind me, giving their full financial and moral support all my life. Second, I would express my genuine gratitude and acknowledgement to all our competitive and competent teachers for their commitment and dedication just to provide us quality education, especially during this time of pandemic, where they labored so hard in the reproduction of self-learning modules and checking our outputs to ensure that learning in the new normal is evident, effective, and continuous. Third and last, I would acknowledge God, the source of wisdom and strength, for without Him, we are all nothing. And so I give back the glory to you, Lord. Now we're on top of our dreams, looking forward to a better future. We are all ready to fly to begin another more challenging stage of our life, the senior high school. So I encourage all of you to set your goals for yourselves and to strongly stand for something that can give your life a direction and purpose. Also, let us all join in prayers that this pandemic, terribly impacting our usual way of living will soon be over. From this day to the ending of the world, I will never ever forget that I was a part of ICNHS Palao Annex. As a member of this year's batch of completers, I would like to say congratulations and wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much. Once again, good morning.
May you have auspicious and boxes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you have an effort and being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you eat the rest, may you catch your breath. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa, and may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all.
Pledge of Loyalty. To my alma mater, I pledge my loyalty to the lofty ideals for which it stands, to live up the expectations of my life, to the service of my people, my country, and God, in order to be worthy of the pride of my parents, my teachers, and my alma mater, Iligan City National High School, Palao Annex. So, help me God.